jumping right in, what brought me to my initial decision of going into game development was, and I feel that a lot of us at one time or another are very quick to say this, but I like games. That's true with all of us. At least I would hope, or we wouldn't be pursuing this kind of knowledge at all. So aside from the obvious go-to, my desire is to make a living off of it. I helped install AC units for 2 years and doing other various mule work with friends of the family and all that. It became evident real fast that I did not want to work outside. I wanted to work indoors. Not because of the labor. I didn't really mind the labor, but because I am greatly Irish in my blood. My skin knows pigment only by the scars left in the wake of old burns. I'm telling you, it's bad. I had humored the idea of pursuing game development, but in truth, it had always sounded as unrealistic as becoming a celebrity as being one of my goals. It wasn't until I humored an advertisement I saw from Full Sail and was immediately contacted by one of the counselors who made it all sound more like an open door than a painted picture. So I began pushing to gain skills in game development so that I can make my dreams a reality and have some sort of hand in the art I consume so hungrily. The program director for my degree at Full Sail is Rob Cato, I'm so sorry. Regardless, I was able to find that he has been with Full Sail since the early 90s. I do recall reading over a little article about him working on a little project in 1994, I want to say. He played some major roles in pushing us into the world of VR. And to top it all off, he was 2021's Full Sail Hall of Fame inductee. Doesn't look like he has any motive besides continuing forward as he is and bettering himself and those around him. Not to say that is anything bad. I mean, by what I've seen, I totally respect the man, and I look forward to seeing what he has to offer. The engine we will be using is Unreal Engine 5, and the language is C++. I actually tried getting into C++. There was this little app that tried, get you into coding, and I got a little bit of the basics, but I do remember hitting a point where it was just frustratingly hard, and then the app had no real way of helping you get past it. They weren't really teaching you as much as they were throwing you at it, and if you passed it, there was more, and then it just, it just didn't work out. But I'm confident that I can figure it out. I need to have another go at it. What skills in my degree would I like to focus on and why? My technical abilities. I'm great with a computer. I've messed with Photoshop and all that. I've even messed with stop animation, like mildly, just, I know a little bit, but I definitely am nowhere where I want to be or need to be for what I'm trying to do. So I definitely want to up my technical abilities. And then to work as a group efficiently. Okay, so I've observed that when I'm in a group, and I've always been off in the corner. I've always been myself. I've always been the loner child who does everything himself. So when I start something, even if I don't know how it's going to end, I have an idea of how I want it, So I've definitely seen I need to work more efficiently in a group, just bounce ideas off more, not withdraw so much, just be a part of that more. It's definitely a skill I'm going to need going forward, so I definitely need to better myself on that. What do I think would be the hardest class and why? Definitely anything to do with math. In this case, I guess it would be the programming itself. I'm just terrible with numbers. I always have been. It's always been the one thing that holds me back. Not to say that it's going to keep holding me back, because I refuse to go down like that. This is definitely the motivation I need to get past it, but that's definitely going to be one of the hardest. What I can start doing now, sorry, I got ahead of myself. Easiest classes would have to be the computer science. Anything computer science I'm amazing at. I'm great at the Office 365. I am amazing at everything in there except Excel. I know a little bit about it, like I understand it, I can put formulas in and all that junk, but I just am not comfortable with it, if that makes sense. Everything else, though, I can teach someone else is how I feel about it. So computer science, I feel like anything with the technical computer stuff, I'm going to fly, no problem. How would I succeed in the hard classes? That was what I was jumping to earlier. I can begin preparing and succeeding by exposure. That's just how I see it. That's what I need. I need to just give examples, like in this case C++ math. I would look that up and just practice, see what I'm going up against, see how to solve it, all these different ways, figure out what works best for me, just keep practicing until it's ingrained in my brain and there's nothing I can do to forget it. How will I break down my time to ensure I succeed? I actually have a fun little way of doing this. I'm going to explain to it in a weird way, but I like to put the skeleton down for everything. So let's say you give me 4 assignments, I'm going to have 4 skeletons, and then I'm going to go back and put the organs in, you know, all the important vital things. I'm going to bring it to life, and then I'm going to adorn it and make it beautiful, and then I'll send it on its way. That way, maybe I don't get to make it beautiful every time, you know, but at least you can look at all of them and know what they represent and what I was going for, and, you know, there's something. So I do like to structure it in a way that I succeed more often than not. I do believe it's an effective way I got figured out a while ago, and it just works for me. But that is it. I hope you have a good day, and sorry for all, you know, stuttering and all that. I'm not the best speaker, but hope you enjoyed.